This is Sittin in a Booth with Love, Honor, and Truth.
I'm your co-host, Abby Kress.
I'm your co-host, Izzy Pollock, and today our special guest is Anita.
Woo!
Hey, everyone.
So we're going to do a BuzzFeed quiz to start off, and it's want me to guess your favorite color, whip up some ice cream to find out.
I'm excited about this one.
What would you put the ice cream in? A
Cone.
bowl?
Every time.
A cone?
Again.
As you should. I love a chocolate. Pick a second flavor. Cotton candy, peanut butter, strawberry.
Stracciatella.
It's going to be a very
matcha,
elaborate ice
birthday
cream.
cake, and coconut.
Coconut.
Okay.
I love coconut.
Topping. We have banana, sprinkles, mini brownie pieces, M&Ms, marshmallows, whipped cream, and strawberries.
Do I go with what I like or what's going to fit well on the ice cream?
Do what you like.
Yeah.
Mini brownie pieces.
That would fit well. Like,
Yeah.
you know. That
Second
do that.
topping.
Second toppings, wow.
There's a lot of options here.
White chocolate pieces, mini waffles, Oreos, cookies, blueberries, and chocolate sprinkles.
I'm going to go mini waffles.
Oh, that's looking good.
No, we kind of want ice cream.
Now I want ice cream. Okay, choose a drizzle. Caramel, no drizzle, peanut butter, strawberry syrup, honey, hot fudge, or chocolate.
I almost said hot chocolate. No. I'll go hot fudge.
Okay, that does look like hot chocolate.
Right.
We'll give it to you. Finally, choose a spoon. Yeah, I guess you just look at them.
Is there one that's just eat it with your mouth?
No, they're all with spoons, even though you pick a cone.
Is there a plastic cone?
I considered the last one a plastic one.
Yeah, I'll go with the it's a black one. It kind of looks like a Chipotle spoon.
Oh,
So I'm going to go with that one.
Blue.
My favorite color is green,
Oh.
but it used to be blue.
See?
Like when I was a kid, like I was like, I wanted to be different. So I was like, I don't like pink. Blue's my favorite color. But now I've matured and realized it's green.
And then you're like, no. All right. First question. What does the average day of being president for Phi Mu look like?
Honestly, I don't do much on a day-to-day basis as president. It's mostly like I wake up with like scrolling through text messages of people just letting me know all their grievances and problems. And that's the most of it. But I have class every day and I go to work every day. So then like from 9 to 5 pretty much every day I'm at work or school, and then after that I deal with all the Phi Mu stuff. So I'll like go on my Phi Mu and make sure everyone's turned in their forms, check in with my advisors, check in with my exec members, make sure they're getting all their stuff done, because a lot of times I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, oh my god, I totally forgot. And I'm like, so this is actually your job. No, but it's actually not a lot of work day to day. It's just like a consistent flow of little things to do, which isn't too bad.
That's good. Where do you work?
I work at the Center for Performing Arts.
Ooh.
So if you're ever in there in the music wing, I'm in the music office. I rent out keys and instruments.
Wait, when do you work? Because I'm in there all the time.
I work Monday, Wednesday afternoons from like 1 to 4. And then I work Tuesday, Thursdays from 9 to noon.
Okay, I'm stopping by next
Please,
Monday.
please.
Because I have practice for color guard at 3:20, so come say hi.
Please. It gets so boring in there. I get to do my homework and stuff in there, so it's not,
There you
it's
go.
not bad.
Homework. Alrighty, so why did you run for president, Anita?
I feel like that's a really loaded question.
Sorry.
So originally okay, rewind from like, so I decided to be treasurer because I'm like into finance and money and that kind of stuff, but not in like a greedy way.
Just thinks it's cool.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
just good with numbers over here.
Right. I just think the stock market is cool. Nah. So then, I remember at Mom's Day, I was eating brunch with my mom, Katie, our previous president, and Katie's mom. And Katie was like, Anita, have you ever thought about being president? And I was like, honestly, I've thought about it, but like I'm graduating in December. I think I just want my like last year to be cruising. She's like, no, I really like, I can't imagine anyone else being president other than you. Like, I really think that you have like a great personality for it. And so that kind of like planted the seed in my mind that I was like, maybe I should. And then it really came down to the wire. And I don't know if anyone knows this, but I ended up not actually submitting a application to run. I was in slating committee, and we were discussing all the candidates that ran, and Katie and Meg Barron was there, who was the like interim president before Katie, and they were both like, Anita, why didn't you turn in an application? Like, we were so looking forward to seeing your stuff. And they were like talking to me during slating. Oh. I ended up leaving the room so all the slating committee could talk about me. And then when I came back in the room, they were like, we want to slate you, but we also want to slate this other candidate. Would you feel comfortable being slated? And at that point, I was like,
sign me up.
Like, sign me up, I guess. And at that point, I was like, you know, if it was meant to be, I'll get elected, but I'm not, my feelings aren't going to be hurt either way, because I think the other candidate would have done just as an amazing job as I feel like I'm doing. And so I figured, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And then on election day, I was shaking so bad. My first part of my speech, I was like, if you don't know me, my name's Anita Putaturo. I have a minor in finance. And I was like, what? I was like, let me start. I have a minor in finance. And that just like shook me. I was like, my hands were shaking. And then my little Alexis, she was like, you did so good. Oh my God. And then when they were deliberating, when everyone was inside giving pros and cons, I was standing out in the hallway with the other candidate, and we're both like wringing our hands. Like, we're like, oh my God, like, what are they saying? And then like, I felt like years when they were counting those votes, and it was Katie and our two advisors out there counting all the votes, and we were like, what's taking them so long? We're like both just like pacing up and down the hall. Yeah. And then they announced my name, and I felt like I was gonna throw up, but like it was a happy throw up. Like, I was
like, oh, I did it.
No, yeah. I wasn't even like up there and just watching everybody go. I was nervous for them.
Oh, same.
I was like sitting there, I was like,
and like
holding my breath.
The thing is that public speaking doesn't scare me at all. Like, I don't get nervous by that. But when it's like, when I have to be like professional and like, you know, say my piece, I get really nervous. But I think it's a good experience to have to speak your mind in front of like 100 people.
I feel like it helps. It gives you confidence. After you've done it, you're like, okay, now I can do other things. Now I'm a public speaker.
Because I didn't have to actually, elections when I got elected as treasurer was insane. I didn't even read my speech for treasurer. They were just like, you're the only person that ran, you got it.
Oh,
and
like,
I was like, okay. And mind you, I had gotten initiated the April before I ran for treasurer. Yeah. So I was like a pretty new member at the time when I ran for that, and just I was like, okay, I guess.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just jumping in, you're like, boom, exec.
No, for real. No board of ops, no committee, just straight into exec, and here I am.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it worked out. So.
No, right?
All right, we're going to follow in the footsteps.
Yes. What is your favorite part of being president, though? The title.
Knowing everything. I love... Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I just love knowing everything. Like, I love... this is gonna sound bad, but I hope the people listening know what I mean. But like, hearing about the drama, but not being involved in the drama.
Best part. Yeah, all in high school.
No, for real, me too. And so, but sometimes it kind of sucks when then it's like, okay, now I have to deal with the drama because I'm supposed to be mediating everything. But I also just like to know what everyone's doing, like kind of have my hands in a whole bunch of different things, but not actually like, I'm helping Maddie with Carnation Bowl and milkshakes and stuff, but I'm not the one that's like actually planning everything and like doing all those steps. I'm just kind of like, hey, do you need anything? Like, that's why I sent out all those flyers this morning, because like she was super busy, had a super big exam on Monday, so like I know things behind the scenes that not everyone else would know, which I enjoy.
What a W. Are you excited for milkshakes from Wrinkles?
I am. I have the first milkshakes ever that I participated in. I dropped chocolate syrup on my favorite pair of Vans, and I still have a dot of chocolate syrup on my Vans from my first milkshakes. But and I remember I went to milkshakes with my Phi pal, which was Abby Okruda. She graduated. Oh, maybe you guys don't know her. That's really sad. She graduated, but she was my Phi pal, and she was like my first friend in Phi Mu. But I'm excited for milkshakes. I didn't get to sign up for a shift because they were all full. Like, I was at work when Maddie sent out the sign-ups, and then I went to go sign up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I signed up like 5 minutes after she sent them out, and already half of them were filled.
Yeah. So,
That's
but I'm going to
crazy.
show up and, you know,
Yeah.
come support.
You gotta
a
wear
little
those Vans.
Yeah.
bit. Now there's like holes in there, like my frat shoes. There's holes in them and stuff.
Represent the chocolate
Yeah,
stain.
right.
Oh, yeah. Back to the roots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's something you think people should know about the position?
I don't know. I feel like just that it's a lot of behind the scenes. I feel like a lot of it is like I have to show up at not every event, but I'm expected to be like, you know, representing the chapter. But it's not just like to be a pretty face and be like, I'm the president of Phi Mu, like tee. But it's a lot of like behind the scenes. Like I had to like mediate a lot of drama. I'm involved in a lot of the honor cases. Like me and Jordan are getting tight because I feel like I call her literally every single week, and I'm like, Jordan, like this is happening. But it's a lot. It's so much behind the scenes. Like every event that we put on, there's like 10 forms on my Phi Mu that have to be filled out that I have to approve, and just a lot of headquarters stuff that I feel like people don't realize how much work goes on behind the scenes of literally every event that we plan.
Yeah.
No, that is good because I feel like I did not know that. I just showed up and was happy.
It was just like
Exactly. No, I was too. Well, when I was the money person, I was like, you need money? Not that much, but here you go.
Here's actually what I have.
Yeah.
Not close to your number, but it's here.
Here's 5 pennies. Take it or leave it.
This is all I have to offer right now.
Yeah, but even when I was treasurer, I did not know half of the stuff that Katie was doing, like, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
yeah. That's exciting
Ooh.
stuff.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I have homework to do.
You're like, school.
Oh, yeah.
How did you get into finance?
So my major, for people who don't know, a lot of people get it confused. I'm not accounting, I'm not finance, I'm not business, I'm not just math. I'm an actuarial math major, which is a certain kind of math that deals with calculating risk for finance ventures, which is really interesting to me. In high school, I kind of sucked at math, and then I had a really great math teacher that was like, Anita, I think you should take calc. And I was like, I don't know about that one, Mrs. Gasper. But she convinced me to take calc, and then that year we had a speaker come, and it was someone who was an actuary, and he was like, if you're interested in math, this is a really great field. I ended up talking to him, and then that's how I ended up deciding on being an actuarial math major. Because at first, when I started college, I thought I kind of wanted to go into accounting, because I thought, like, I like numbers, I like that kind of stuff. I really love Excel. I'm an Excel fanatic, which people think is so weird, but I am. So I thought, like, accounting would be great, but then I discovered at the field of actuarial math and science. And then, a fun fact, I was a Spanish minor for a year, my freshman year, because I was really good at Spanish in high school. But then I realized, like, there is no overlapping between Spanish and math. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't have enough time. So then I was talking to my advisor, and he's like, well, maybe you should, like, do something that kind of corresponds with what you're doing. So I started my finance minor a couple years ago, and some of the classes overlap, and it does really help. There's a lot of concepts that transfer from actuarial math to finance, because, like, I'm learning about how to con the stock market in one of my classes right now, like in a math class. And I'm taking also an investments class. So it kind of, like, helps to know the theory behind the stuff that's going on in the finance.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
My
What do you-
dad's been telling me to get into stocks, and I just haven't yet.
No, it's
'cause I have
scary.
no idea what I'm doing.
It's really scary.
And I'm
Because it's,
just
like, real money.
yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like putting my faith in there, and like the $2 I own, just shoving it in there and hoping for the
All I know is
best.
about the nest egg. You build that nest egg, you put
Oh,
it
yes.
somewhere, and it grows.
Yeah.
Don't know what company to put that in, but I
That's
know I
the
need
hard
to do
thing. That's the hard thing is to pick.
it. Exactly. So what do you want to do after graduation then?
So,
Give
I
us the
have
I
an internship lined up for this summer.
Oh yeah,
Um,
queen.
So I'm going to be a retirement actuary intern in Cleveland at a company called Willis Towers Watson, WTW for short. I'm not going to say that. There's a certain person in my classes who also was a retirement actuary intern at WTW, so she's been kind of helping me out with what to expect in that position. But so as an actuary, you have to take a series of 9 professional exams after you graduate.
Ooh.
But you really only 3 of them are required, and then after that, the more you take, the more qualified you get